Hey, welcome back everybody. You're listening to Ultimate Affiliate Marketing. I'm your host, it's Paul Motley, and today is super exciting, right? I have literally just come off the day one of Russell Brunson's 5-day lead challenge. Okay, right now, if you don't know what that is or you don't know anything about it, then go to the show notes immediately and make sure that you click on the link in the show notes. That's going to take you to a page where you get to opt in, so you get on my list, make sure you don't miss out on anything, but also you get sent into my private Facebook group as well, so that you can not only sign up for the challenge, that'll be on the thank you page of that the first landing page after that link that I sent you, but also make sure that you get registered so you don't miss out on all Russell's training. And also as well, I'm adding in an extra bonus for you guys, which is me going through every day, following up on what we learned and making sure everyone's staying accountable, because at the end of the day, we all need leads, right? Everyone's business needs more leads. That's the lifeblood of it. And so I just want to run through day one for you. So Russell spoke about the schedule, and he said he was going to be like between 30 and 45 minutes a day, and there's going to be some homework for us, which should take us roughly 1 to 2 hours a day to complete, right? And we need to make sure we can commit to come back every single day to do the work, okay, right? Because at the end of the day, he's given us so much value on this thing, is unreal, right? And we need to trust Russell on this because he's been there, he's done it. I want you to sort of like empty head of all the skepticism that you might have, thinking, oh, you know, this will never work for me and didn't work before and all that sort of bullshit. Just take it for granted that it's going to work for you, right? We're going to be doing this thing together as well. And if you are in the Facebook group, there will be accountability, there will be questions and answers after each live as well, so we can work on it together and we can make sure it's successful for you. And that's the whole goal of this session, if you like, and what I want to try and do for you guys as well. And especially if you're listening on the podcast, make sure you do this, because I know a whole bunch of people download this every single day, and I do believe that everybody that listens to this podcast has a business that they want to start scaling up and growing in 2021. So that is why I'm doing this challenge with you, rather than just doing it on my own, right? So this is the sort of like the high level side of it, and obviously his goal is not to waste our time, and we just want to get into it. And we're talking about how the fact the money is in the list, right? And you probably heard this loads of time, right? But the proof for him was in the pudding, right? We signed up, we opted in, and he sent us an email and we turned up, right? He had over 35,000 people actually opt in for this challenge, which is incredible to start with. But let's get into the basics of marketing math, right? And we all know that you should be averaging $1 per name per month for income, right? Now, so if you've got like 1,000 people on your list, you should be looking at about 1,000 people, $1,000 per month income, and so on. And what's really encouraging is my income actually almost matches it to the dollar for the amount of people that's on my email list, which is kind of crazy when you actually think about it, but that's just how it is, right? And after that, Russell went through his sort of like his failed list building, where he bought an email list, sent out an email, and although he got a couple of sales, he also got shut down for spam, right? This is back in the days of dial-up internet, where, you know, to use the phone, you had to unplug the modem and stuff like this, right? But it quickly turned into his passion to get leads and build a list. And one of the things he went through, one of his mentors showed him a site where he was teaching, it was something called the KISS test, right? But he wasn't really interested in learning how to get women, and he was married at the time. But he just wanted to see how the actual site worked, right? So he opted in, and then on the next page, the value was there, right? And what he quickly realized was this was a lead magnet which drew people in to leave their email address, right? So we want to make sure that for our business, we promise some value in exchange for an email address, right? And that is the value your business, you know, needs, right? So the value of your business is in your list, right? And he did a comparison to real estate investment versus having an email list for monthly income, which is actually real, because personally, I mean, I've got a property out in the UK where I rent out, and we probably make, I don't know, maybe $200 per month profit on that. But if you think about it, I've had to lay down probably a couple of $100,000 investment on that property, and all I'm getting in return is about $200. Now, I don't know about you, but I would rather build a list of an email list of 200 people, and I'm pretty sure it wouldn't cost me a couple of $100,000 to achieve that and get the same return, right? So that's kind of like, it makes sense if you think about it, to start building an email list and creating leads yourself, right? So you want to think about the result that you want to get your client, your customer, and of course there's a process to help them get that result, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to go through this all week. We're going to go through the step one is creating a lead magnet, which is going to get covered tomorrow, create the lead funnel, create email sequences, drive traffic and launch. So that's kind of like where we are right now. And as I said, if you are listening and you want to be part of this, it's not too late. Just because you missed day one, you're still going to get recordings. It's all going to be there in the Facebook group. To get access to that, you're going to need to click on the link in the show notes, right, which is going to take you, as I said before, to a landing page where you get on my list, and that is going to be where I can then, on the thank you page, send you to the group and make sure that you don't miss out on all these questions and answer sessions. So if you are stuck, or if you don't know what to do, or you're struggling with the tech side of things, or if you've got ideas or questions or anything like that, then we can work through it together. So that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm trying to do in helping you in any business that you are doing or you want to start. Then that is how we're working it. And I look forward to talking about day 2 tomorrow.